Good day, good morning, good day, everyone. This is going to be Group C for YieldMax. This is also going to include RoundHill ETF, Kurv ETF, as well as RexShares ETF. Now, all of these will not pay out on Friday, but majority of these do pay out on Friday. So we have Carvana, at 100%, Coney 73, Netflix 46, RDTE 26, XDTE 21, week 31, Fiat 127, LFGY 60, OT 77, QDTE 35, YBTC 29, and TSLP 61. All right. So with this group, we're going to get into, we have some others um, that are listed that are not displayed here. All right. But first, before we get into it, we want to give a shout out to um, Gank. Am I saying that right? Gank Town. He said a current price of the ETF under the name would be fire for people thinking about getting in for the distribution. So I replied, so I've been wondering about that. Wasn't sure what price would be appropriate. The last dividend price or yesterday's closing price. It would be a lot more work, so I've been hesitant to go with it. So, with that being said, I followed his advice and I did go with yesterday's closing price. So let's get to it. All right, so EX day is going to be the 2nd of April, and the payout day will be the 4th for most of these. Some of these have earlier payout dates. But always remember, from this example, if the price of the stock is 25, the day that they actually do the distribution, say it's $2, the price will drop by that amount. So be mindful of that. All right. So here's the first revised, excuse me, um, with the input from Ganktown, I believe what it was. All right, so closing price yesterday was 940, and we have the previous three distribution um, listed here for March, February, and January. The current dividend payout is going to be 92.40. So if you have 50 shares of this, it's going to be 46.20. If you got 1,000 shares, that'd be $924, and 10,000 shares would be $9,240. Next up, for our monthly ETF, it's going to be AMDY. You can see the close price yesterday and the previous three distributions amount. Current distribution amount is going to be $27.65. So if you got 100 shares of that, that's going to be $27.65. 2,000 shares will get you $553. All right, moving right along. PayPay or PP. You can see the distribution amount for the previous 3 months and yesterday's closing price. And today's dividend payout is going to be $35.21. So if you got 500 shares, that could be $176.05. 5,000 shares will get you $1,760.50. Next, we got Kavana. Previous previous day closing price, and they've only had one prior dividend, which was nice at $3.91, and this $296.84 is not too bad. So if you happen to have 1,000 shares, that would be $2,968.40. If you happen to have 10,000 shares, that would be a whopping $29,684. Next, we got Coney. Coney has closed yesterday at 777, and you can see the pre-distribution amount. This distribution amount for this month is going to be 43.81, which sets a new record for its all-time low distribution payout. So if you got 500 shares, they're going to be $219.05. If you happen to have 6,072 shares like I do, then that would be $2,660.14. 10,000 shares will get you $4,381. Next, we got MISFO, which is Microsoft. You can see the previous day close, previous 3 distributions amount. The current distribution amount is $33.37. So 500 shares will get you $166.85. And 5,000 shares will get you $1,668.50. Next, we got Netflix. You see the previous day close, previous 3 months distribution. Current distribution is going to be 60/20. So if you got 1,000 shares, that'd be $620. 10,000 shares will get you $6,020. Next, we got ABNY. Previously closed at 12.53. Current distribution is going to be 36.65. So if you got 1,000 shares, that'd be $366.50. 5,000 shares would yield you $1,832.50. Next, we got Biggie. This is going to be the Target 12. They're going to pay out on Thursday. All right, so you can see the previous day's closing price and the previous 3 distributions amount. The current distribution amount is going to be $45.82. So 2,000 shares will get you $916.40, and 10,000 shares will get you $452. Excuse me, $4,582. Sorry about that. All right, the next big Target 12 is going to be Soxy. You can see yesterday's closing price and the previous 3 distributions amount. You can see it's still averaging around the 40, so 42.44 is what they're paying out this month. So 5,000 shares to get you $2,133.33. 10,000 shares would be $4,266. $4,266. All right, next we got a weekly ETF by YieldMax. First up is we got YieldMax. YieldMax is paying out a current distribution amount of $17.81. So if you got 50 shares like I do, that would be $8.91. If you got 2,000 shares, that'd be $356.20. All right, YieldMax previously paid out 83.0837. Current distribution amount is going to be 0.971. All right, so if you got 2,000 shares, that's going to be $194.20, and 10,000 shares will get you $971. All right, LFGY closed at 36.05 yesterday. Previously paid out 47.49. Currently paying out 41.89. So if you got 500 shares, that'd be $209.45. 10,000 shares will get you $4,189. All right. Next, we got GPTY. Closed at 39.36 yesterday. Previously paid out 27.87. Currently paying out 26.68. So 500 shares will get you $133.40. And 10,000 shares will get you $2,668. All right. SDTY closed at 45.55 yesterday. Previously paid out 21.33. Currently paying out 27.23. So if you happen to own 50 shares, that'd be $13.62. And 2,000 shares will get you $544.60. All right. QDTY is up next. Previously closed at 44.07. Previously paid out 27.11. So their current pay is going to be 26.38. So if you own 2,000 shares, that's going to be $527.60, and 10,000 shares will yield you $2,638. Next, we got RDT. Closed at 47.93. Previously paid out 30.37. Currently paying out 33.51. So if you own 2,000 shares, that would be $670.20. And if you own 5,000 shares, that'd be $1,675.50. Next, we got our other weekly ETF, which is OLT, closed at 614, previously paid out 0986, currently paying out 0916. So if you own 100 shares, that would be $9.16. If you happen to own 400 shares like I do, that would be $36.64. And if you own 10,000 shares, that would be $916. Next, we got RoundHill. RoundHill Weekly ETF, QDTE, closed at $34.97. Previously paid out $26,613. Currently paying out $250,455. So if you happen to own 500 shares, that'd be $125.23. And 10,000 shares would yield you $2,504.55. Next, we got RDTE. Previously closed at $35.40. Previously paid out $19,228. Currently paying out $3,222,066. 1,000 shares will get you $322.07. And 5,000 shares will get you $1,610.33. All right, next we got XDTE of RoundHill. Closed yesterday at 45.41. Previously paid out 21.078. Currently paying out 275,316. So if you own 1,000 shares, that'd be 275.32, and 10,000 shares will get you 2753.16. Next, we got YBTC. Previously closed at $40.97. Previously paid out $32,771. Currently paying out $281,862. So if you own 5,000 shares, that'd be $1,409.31. And if you happen to own 10,000 shares, that'd be $2,818.62. Next, we got week of RoundHill. It's going to pay out. I got Friday there, but that's actually today. It pays out today, so it's not. That's a typo. All right. So previously closed at $100.01. Previously paid out $0.79. Currently paying out $0.78,531. 500 shares will get you $39.27, and 10,000 shares will get you $785.31. All right, last but not least, of Kurv ETF weekly, paying out Thursday. Previously closed at 1914, and previously paid out 70 cents. Currently paying out 55 cents. So if you happen to own 1,000 shares, that'd be $550. And if you happen to own, did I say that right? 1,000. If you own 1,000 shares, that'd be $550. If you happen to own 5,000 shares, that'd be $2,750. All right, so that concludes our Group C of YieldMax, RoundHill, Kurv, and I forgot the other one. But anyway, thank you all. This has been YieldMaxMindset. I hope you enjoyed this video. Do share and like. And I hope I didn't make any mistakes. If I do, I am sorry. All right, I am out. Have a great one.